good day, everyone. So we're continuing with our series of types of yoga classes. So today we're going to do a stretch class. It'll be much easier than the flow or the strengthening. You need blocks, and you also need a strap or a tie or something that you can use to extend your arms. So sitting in a nice comfortable position, let's just begin by taking a couple of slow, slow, deep inhales in and out through the nose. And what you want to do is you want to feel like you're stretching the body already from the inside. So as you breathe, you want to feel that full diaphragmatic breath, where the diaphragm goes down, the belly lifts, the skin expands, everything expands. And on the exhale, you want to feel like you're not contracting, but you're just simply moving into the space of the expansion. So we're thinking expansion today, moving energy through the body in deep, deep stretches. So as you inhale, you stretch the entire shape of you. You feel that amazing sense of the whole body opening from the inside out before we even come to any stretches. And then as you exhale, you release into that space. Just take 2 or 3 more long, slow, deep breaths. Soften your face. Sit up nice and tall. Feel gentle bandhas. Have this awareness of space happening inside of you. And then on your next inhale, just to bring a little bit of mobility, inhale and bring your chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze and round. Now do this slowly. Inhale, really complete the inhale, and then exhale. So don't rush from inhale straight into exhale. Take a moment or two just to feel. So when we're doing a stretch class, we want to feel the stretches as much as possible. We want to feel the opening and the expansion. Bring your palms forward and come up onto your fingertips. Now begin by lengthening the spine using gentle bandhas. So lift the perineum, Mula Bandha. Lift the belly, Uddiyana Bandha. And then feel that you're lengthening not only through the spine but also through the sides of the body. And then keeping up, walk your hands over towards the left. Lift your torso and kind of bring it over that left foot, stretching. You're still on your fingertips. So you trying to gain maximum stretch here. You're not just flopping into it. You're actively stretching. Then you can flatten your left hand onto the floor. You can roll your right arm up. And now stretch this arm straight as you possibly can, up towards the sky, and push into your right sit bone. So from your right sit bone all the way through the fingertips, feel like you're creating so much more space in the side of the body. Use your bandhas to lift your belly. Really lift your chest. Push your back against an imaginary wall. Feel the side of your body opening. Breathe. And then come back over your leg and walk back to center. You're going to definitely feel a difference between your right side and your left side. Notice that. Then walk over to the left side. Stretch. Keep up on your fingertips while you do the stretch so it's a little bit more active. Use those bandhas again. You're going to feel sensations in your body. Allow the sensations. Breathe into them. So you might be getting quite a big sensation through the side. Breathe into it. Then put your palm flat. Roll yourself up and stretch. Keep the arm as straight as you possibly can. You want to feel that you're reaching for the sky. The shoulder is away from your ear and the hip is pushing down. So you're getting a big stretch here. Breathe. And then slowly come back over your knee and come forward. And this time you can flatten your palms and walk yourself as far forward as possible. Keep lifting your chest towards your chin so that you feel like the front of the body and the back of the body are completely flat, and that you're stretching not only through the spine, through the Sushumna Nadi, but also through the sides of the body. So you're getting a really deep stretch here. You're feeling the hips spreading. So in a stretch class, you want to feel expansion, spreading, softening, letting go. And then slowly, 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 slowly come up. You probably feel a little bit taller, notice that. And then we're going to come straight onto our backs and grab our straps. So at least we've got a little bit of energy going through the front of the body. Lie on your back, straighten your right leg and give your left knee a good hug. Apana Asana, so wind expeller. Now, consciously make an effort to lengthen your spine, lengthen the back of your head as well. Your chin is coming towards your chest. Pull this knee towards you while you push your opposite heel away. So when we do active stretching, we don't want to just hang here, guys. We want to do active stretching so that we feel the body releasing and opening. There's an awareness throughout your whole body of sensations. You might even feel this in your right quad. So really use your bandhas to stretch, to create space. And then you're going to take the strap and you're going to bring it over the ball of your foot. Now, as you do this, straighten the leg up. Now, there might be a lot of sensation happening in the back of the leg. You might not have it completely straight at the moment. I'm going to work towards it. But what I do want you to do is lock your arms. So your elbows are completely straight. And then you don't have to grab the strap. You just hold it gently. Pull your shoulders back against the floor. And now slowly begin to straighten. As I said, there might be a lot of sensation up that leg. Now see if you can spread the leg from side to side. Breathe into the leg. Allow it to spread and open. Push the heel away from you. Lift your chest slightly. Your chest is still on the floor, but you want to feel like you're sticking your boobies up. Pull your shoulders down. Now squeeze the left thigh. Really squeeze it so that the back of the leg opens. The bigger the breath, the more the energy you send up this leg, the more you can really allow it to open. Watch that the back is nice and long. If you've got to make a few adjustments, do. Then take the strap into your left hand and bring this leg across to the left. Bend your right knee, lift your right foot off the floor, take your elbow or your hand to the inside of your right knee and push that knee out to the side while you push your left heel away from you. So you're really getting into the second chakra area, into the inner thighs. Breathe. So this is just another way of doing it to keep that yourself from rolling to the left. You don't want to roll over to the left. So pushing that right knee and then stretching that left leg away from you. Again, I remind you, gentle bandhas. Drop the belly right down towards the earth. So you want to kind of flatten your back. Then keeping that right hip straight and on the floor, straighten this leg. Push your heel away from you. Now you're going to feel more sensations. Really get this right hip rolling towards the right. Don't let it roll towards the left. Maybe you can let the left leg go down a little bit, but don't compromise the right. Feel, stretch, oh, and then slowly lift this leg up. Take a moment, change the cross of your hands, bring your left hand out to the side, and take your right leg across. Now while you're here, you want to push this left hip away from the left shoulder. So you don't want to, you want to try and lengthen the left side of the body, but then you want to feel like you're pulling the right foot towards the left foot towards the right shoulder. Now you're going to be feeling a lot of sensation here through the side of the body. Find your bandhas and then find a gentle twist that's happening from right to left, and if your neck allows you, look towards your left palm. Allow gravity to draw you down and really feel the stretch. You might even be getting it through this whole side of the leg. Breathe. Feel. Use bandhas, squeeze, gentle twist, smile, soften your face. And then slowly come up. Take the strap again and just give this leg a nice big stretch. Pull it towards you. And then simply bring your right foot into the strap. Straighten your left. Just don't start off completely straight. Just let there be a little bend till you've warmed it up a little bit. Keep the arms dead straight. Lock the elbows and draw the shoulders down. Now you can slowly start to straighten this leg. You might be surprised at how many sensations there are. Allow yourself to feel them. Don't ignore them. Breathe into them. Remember, where you take breath and consciousness, shifts happen. Feel like you're pushing that heel up a little bit more, pulling the ball of the foot down. And that way you're going to get a deeper stretch. Spread the back of the leg. Keep your breath long and slow. So although we're not moving, we still want big breaths because the breath will allow the meridians to open more. Remember, that's your pranamaya kosha, the body of your breath, your meridians. So as you stretch, you're stretching this breath and you're stretching these meridians. So the bigger the breath, the more the meridians stretch. Squeeze the thigh a little bit and then take the strap into your right hand. Bring the leg across to the right. Bend your left knee, lift the foot off the floor and push this knee out. So this position is just to allow you to feel that you don't want this left hip rolling over towards the right. Watch that your back is nice and long and that your chin is towards your chest. You don't want your chin sticking up. So you want long spine. So although you're stretching your legs, you're also stretching your spine. Push the belly down so that the back is nice and flat. Then keeping the right leg where it is, gently straighten the left leg again and let it be flexed. So it's very active. And then see if you can drop this right leg a little bit more, but push into the left hip. So there's a lot going on here. Breathe. Feel. Big breaths, guys. Really big, big breaths. And then you're going to use your inhale and bring the leg up. Take a nice big stretch again of this leg and bring both feet into your strap. The strap is on the ball of the foot. Take your hands up the strap, but then pull your shoulders down. Lock those palms. Now you're stretching both legs. Feel that. Then keeping both legs as straight as possible, bend your elbows and just pull these legs towards you. The two sit bones are going to come off the floor a little bit, but you're going to feel how you're stretching the lower back. So squeeze the belly and then just allow that lower back to stretch as well as the back of the legs. It's just a little raise off the floor, not a big one. We're not going into plow. We're just mobilizing the lower back. And then come back up again. Straighten the legs out to the side. Take them as wide as you possibly can. Adjust your spine so that it's flat against the floor. Drop your belly down. And then do gentle rolls from side to side. Keep pushing your feet into the strap so that the legs are dead straight and very active. So a stretch class is not floppy woppy. A stretch class is active. You want to actively stretch your body. You want to actively send, it's like having your own acupuncture. You want to actively send the energy through the meridians. Then come back, and as if you're on a swivel board, swivel these legs so that you're getting into the hips. So swivel, swivel, swivel. And enjoy the poses. Enjoy opening your body. It's so good for our bodies to have big stretches. It releases all the contractions. And we contract when we are unhappy, worried, discomfort. Contractions create disease. So we want this expansion in our bodies. Side to side here, just not side to side, helicopter really. And then open and see if you can go a little wider. Find your bandhas, breathe. Nice. and then slowly release. Bring your feet together. Release your strap, bring the soles of your feet together and pull your heels down into your tush. Lift your chest, and then as you're pushing your feet together, push your knees away from your shoulders. So you're really getting a big opening here through second chakra. Breathe. And then from here, let's go into happy baby. Choices. Hold the outside by the baby toe, hold the inside by the big toe, bring your elbows around, see if you can grab your hands, if you can or can't, doesn't matter, pull your knees into your armpits. So whichever feels better for you. Now pull those knees into the armpits, and as you pull the knees into the armpits, feel like you're pushing the feet up towards the sky. So it's isometric, equal and opposite. Breathe into it. Then take your hands onto your big toes, two fingers and a thumb. Yeah, but there are two thumbs because you've got two legs and two thumbs. Open your legs wide. Stretch. The back is a little bit, or the lower back's a little bit off the floor. You're pulling the feet towards the back. Now, if you can't get your legs straight holding onto the toes, hold onto the back of the legs. Try to get your legs as straight as possible. You really want to go into the stretch. Okay, come back into your happy baby, and then back again into this wide stretch. Back into your happy baby, and back into the wide stretch. Beautiful. Release, bring your legs up. Keep your legs straight. Draw your right foot to your left knee. Push the right knee away from you. Grab either behind your leg or your big toe and pull. Big stretch. And then bend the knee. Grab the knee. You can take your arm through that opening, your right arm, and pull. So you should be feeling quite a good stretch through the right hip. We're going to accentuate this stretch through the right hip a little bit. Bring the right knee over the left knee. So you've got knee over knee, and then squeeze those knees towards you. Feel it. Hopefully you're feeling a big stretch in your right outer hip. Turn your palms to face up. Grab your heels and pull these feet out to the side while you simultaneously pull the knees down towards you. So you're squeezing. Good. Release. Keep the one knee over the other. Drop your left foot onto the floor. So your right knee's over, your left foot is on the floor. Bring your arms out to the side. Now just roll those hips from side to side. And enjoy it, guys. You're bringing a lot of stretch, a lot of opening to those hips. Really feel that, and it's a twist as well. So feel the twist as the body twists from side to side. Nice. And then release. Release both knees and hug them both. Stretch them back up into the sky. Okay, we're going to take the left foot over the right. We're going to push this left knee. So the left foot is over the right knee. Grab your toes or grab your shins and pull the leg towards you. Breathe. So it's a nice big stretch through the leg. Then you can bend this right knee, bring your hands over the top of the knee, and allow that first chakra and that hip to open. Every time you stretch, you release negative energies, you release contractions, so feel like you're letting go. You're spreading light and love through deep breathing through your body. Then release and let your left knee come over your right. Hug your knees, squeeze them. So you always feel so nice after a stretch class. You feel like you've released so much stuff. Turn your palms to face up. Grab your heels and pull your heels out to the side. But while you pull your heels out to the side, you pull your knee into your chest. So you can take it as far as you want. feeling, breathing. And then release. Keep your left knee over your right and drop your right foot onto the floor. Take your arms out to the side and we go from side to side. Good. Just a few more. And then come up, straighten both your legs. Straighten them. Take your right hand behind you, grab hold of your right wrist, and now push your right hip out as you stretch the whole right side of your body. So feel it from your right foot all the way up through your right fingertips. Make the right side of your body double. It's not going to be, but just feel like it's double the length of your left side. You actually shortening the left side. Really feel, use your bandhas, flatten your back, and come back. Grab the left wrist and do the other side. Big stretch all the way up through the side of the body. Stretch, 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 breathe. And then release. Release your hands, hug your knees and roll all the way up. Cross your feet over and come onto your hands and knees. Good. Take your right leg and bring it across to the left. Let me move the strap. Okay, so you've got the right leg pushing over to the left. Bring your right palm forward, and now just the same as that banana feeling of lengthening through the whole right side. Condensing the left. Really stretching, squeezing the two thighs together. And then release, come back, and take the left leg over to the right. As far as you can. Walk the left palm a little bit more forward and then condense the right side and stretch the left. It's a big stretch all the way through. And then slowly release. Let's come into a down dog. It's a lovely stretch, a down dog. Inhale into cat and take your feet the width of the mat as you just take. Spine lengthening, feeling the legs so much more open now, feeling the whole body expanded. Drop onto your knees, grab your blocks. Take your blocks. Take your right foot forward between your blocks. Walk your foot quite far forward and your knee back. So you want to, the stretch here is going to be emphasizing the stretch in this left quad. So we've been stretching the back of the legs. Now we're stretching the front. It's going to feel quite intense. Breathe into it. Remember, curl your tailbone towards your pubic bone, and then you can lift up through your chest. Really see how deeply you can sink down. Then we're going to bring the blocks and we're going to put them flat, okay? We're going to bring our elbows onto the blocks. If that doesn't work, you can bring them up one. Even if you can get your elbows to the floor, rather put them on the blocks so that you can then pull your elbows on the blocks and pull your head forward as you try to straighten the back leg as much as possible. So you're really trying to straighten, you're trying to drop this hip. Don't let the energy come into the baby toe side of your right foot. Keep the foot flat on the floor and see if you can almost drop your chest towards the block. So you want to straighten this back leg as much as possible, getting the biggest stretch, and then release. Bring your hands onto the blocks, tuck your back toe under and push that back heel away from you. So stretch that back leg. Really get a big stretch through the back leg. Release it down. Okay, keep your left hand onto the block. Sink yourself down. Grab your foot. This is intense. And come forward and stretch that thigh. Feel it. Very intense. Lift your chest, then you can push your foot into your hand a little bit. You can look over your right shoulder and then sink it again. Find the stretch for yourself. It's going to be intense. Breathe. Now remember, we hold a lot in our thighs. Release, flatten, oh my goodness me, and come back. Turn the blocks up again. Didn't say a stretch class was easy. It's got quite a lot of emotions and feelings attached to a stretch class, so you let go quite a bit. All right, bring that poor broken right leg forward. You're going to be feeling it through this quad. Now we're going to do the other side. One side might feel decidedly different to the others. Okay, so sink that hip, lift your chest. So try and bring this left foot forward as much as possible, so the distance between your knee and the foot is as long as you can make it, so that you're sinking these hips down. Really opening through there. Lift the chest. Breathe. All right. Smile. Bring the blocks to the inside of the big toe. Drop onto your forearms. Try to keep, even if you need to bring this out to the side a little bit, this foot, try to keep the knee in. Now, sink yourself forward. Bring the crown of the head forward and stretch that leg behind you. You're trying to make it as straight as possible and dropping it towards the floor. It's not going to get there, but that's the sensation. Curl your tailbone. Bring your left knee forward, your right foot back. Breathe. It's like you're kind of splitting yourself in two here almost. Release. Come up. Bring your hands onto the block. Tuck your back toe under and stretch that back thigh away from you. Breathe into it. So good for the psoas, these movements. For the hip flexors. All right, and then drop your knee. So right palm is on block. Bend forward, grab your foot, lift your chest. And smile, or scream, or yell, or cry. Woo! There's definitely sensations running through. You can look over your left shoulder. Breathe into it. Release, come back. Place your hands on the blocks. And then you're going to come into your down dog on the blocks, so that you've got a nice stretch through those legs. Feel as if you're lifting your knees towards your hips. Big stretch. Okay, you're going to bring whichever foot forward that you need to, so that you can pivot yourself. You can release your blocks, and you're standing on a balance beam with wide open legs. One of my favorite stretches, this. Bring your palms forward. Push those back of the legs against an imaginary wall. You're really opening up big through second chakra here, allowing life to flow through you. So take a deep, big breath into your whole pelvic area. And on the exhale, let it spread through your arms, through your back, through your legs, into the earth. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling that every part of you is participating in this. Your arms, your legs, your two sit bones are lifting up towards the sky. Leave your right arm where it is and take your left palm to the outside of your right leg and take a nice twist here. Lift those two sit bones. Push those legs back. Push them back. Push the front of the leg into the back of the leg. Big breaths. Change. Leave your left palm down. Take your right hand to the outside of the left leg. Big breaths. Nice. Release. Come back again and take this big stretch. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest and create a nice tabletop. If you can't create that tabletop, then take your blocks and put them underneath your hands. Lengthen through the spine. So Really feel like you're growing the spine now. Push those hips back, but then feel that the crown of the head is reaching forward. Bending your left knee, walk your hands over to the left side. You can turn your foot out for this one. Push your left elbow against your left knee and stretch. Keep the back as straight as possible. Come back through to center. Take it through to the other side. Pigeon toe that left foot and take the right foot out and stretch. It's a big stretch, guys. Come back again. Heel toe just once in. Bring your elbows onto your knees and then push those legs out to the side as you bring your back nice and straight. Shoulders are away from ears. Then if you want, you can grab a block for your head, or if you can get your head onto the floor, great. And then again, open your legs as wide as you can. Drop your head down, lift your two sit bones. Don't let your shoulders come by your ears. Lift your shoulders up towards your waist. Breathe into it. Breathe. You can build your blocks up if you can't get your head on the floor. Really feel this huge pose. It's a big, big pose. Back is lengthening, but it's going, the energy is moving up the spine. So the shoulders are not sinking down towards the earth. Breathe. And then slowly come back. Take your hands over to the front of your mat and take yourselves back for a down dog. Stretch it out. You should feel a lot of opening through every part of you now in down dog. Feel the spine so nice and long. Drop knees the width of the mat. Big toes touching. And push back into wide-legged child's pose. Stretch that body. Really feel the whole body opening and stretching. And then slowly come up. Keep your knees together, cross your feet, and sit down onto your tush. Okay, have your feet on the floor. So we're going to stretch the front part of our body now. You're trying to get every part of us nice and stretched. Bring your hands by your sides, palms face forward. If this is too much for you, you can face your palms out to the side. Big inhale and lift the front of the body up. Breathe. Breathe into it. Hold. Feel like the back body is coming into the front body. And then slowly come down. Straighten your legs. We're coming into inclined plane. Bring your arms slightly further back from your hips. Point your toes. And again, we're getting the whole front side of the body now. We're getting length in the front side of the body. Push your toes into the floor and lengthen up through the whole front side of your body. Breathe. Good. And then slowly come down. Flex your feet. If you know you can't touch your toes, then use your straps around your feet. We're coming into Paschimottanasana, stretch of the waist. Rock and roll your hips from side to side so that you feel your two sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your arms by your ears. Shoulders down. Big inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale up, have your strap near if you need it. Exhale forward. Inhale up and exhale forward. Shoulders away from ears. Strap if you're needing it. Now really lengthen through the spine. So use your bandhas to feel that energy moving up your spine. Then you're going to roll all the way over to your right side, freeing your left hip, and pull this leg back quite a bit, and then release down, stay low, roll over to your left side and pull the right hip back. Let's do it one more time. Stay low, roll over like you crab walking backwards, Pulling the leg back into the hip and other side, and then down you come. Breathe. Okay, lift the belly up towards the heart. Don't stretch that you feel this in your lower back. If you are, you're overdoing it. Breathe into it, breathe into your shape. Take the awareness to your heels. Inhale the breath up the back of the legs and exhale it over the crown of your head. From your two sit bones up your spine through the crown of your head. Inhale from the back of your legs all the way from your heels up to your two sit bones. Exhale over your back. Paschimottanasana. Keep going. Stretch of the waist. Letting go. All right, and then slowly, 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 slowly come up. Sit in Dandasana, palms by your hips. Stretch. Okay, bring your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Bound angle. Rock from side to side. You want to always feel your two sit bones. If you want to get graphic, you can pull the flesh of your tush out. Okay, bring your hands behind you. Now pushing your feet together, imagine that your knees have got weights on them and they're drawing down towards the earth. Feel and open. You should be getting much deeper into this position because of all the lovely stretches we've done before. Lift up long through your spine. Now big inhale, exhale, push yourself forward. Inhale, come up. While you're doing this, imagine you've got a board in the front and the back. You're keeping your spine nice and long. Exhale, forward. Hinging from the hips. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Bring your palms forward and stretch. Now lengthen through the spine, really, and feel like you're pulling yourselves forward. Feel the spine lengthening and feel like you're releasing those two sit bones again and you're drawing yourselves more and more forward. Breathe into it. Lengthen, lift the chest towards the chin, and then when you feel you've gone as far as you can, then you can drop your forehead and you can round. Breathe. And very, 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 very slowly come up. Sit for a moment and just feel these big stretches. They might make you feel a little woo. That's beautiful. Bend your knees. Just close the gate for a moment. Breathe. Okay, we're going to come into Upavesta. Most people struggle with Upavesta. So let's use a block. Sit on the block. I think it all depends on your body shape, because I've been doing yoga for many, many moons and I still can't get my torso flat on the floor, but it's okay. I'm happy where I am. Okay, so it's not a competition even with yourself, guys. It's about you finding even just a millimeter or half an inch's opening is huge. That's what you're looking for. So take your hands behind you now and hinge yourselves forward. And then come back up again. See if you can open your legs a little wider. Hinge yourselves forward. Up again. Shoulders back, chest lifted, chest forward. Now keeping your shoulders back, bring your chest forward. Keeping that awareness, push yourself off the block so that the block falls out behind you and you come down onto the floor. Now bring yourself as far forward as you can, keeping your back as straight as possible. Options, you can hold knees, shins, feet, lengthen through the spine, breathe. Then if you want to, you can bring your palms forward, shoulders are away from the ears, pushing the heels into the floor, pushing the legs into the floor, feeling like you're pulling yourself forward. But again, you don't want to feel this in the lower back. If you are, you're efforting too much. Come back. Now breathe, and then eventually when you feel you're as far as you can go, then you can bend your elbows round your back and let yourself be. Take yourself for a walk around to your left side. Bring your right rib cage through and take yourself over your left leg. Now you're going to lose your right hip, push it back down. We're going to take a big side stretch here. So bring the left palm to face up. Drop the left shoulder down, lift the right shoulder, lift your arm up and come over. Doesn't matter if you're not touching the foot. Bring this left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. Breathe into it. Now again, you're going to now use bandhas and lengthen through the spine. So feel you creating a lot of space through the whole right side of your body. Breathe. Release. Come forward again. Stretch. You're going to definitely feel that the right side's a little bit longer. Walk yourselves over to the left. Drop your left rib cage, lift your right rib cage. Push into the left hip, stretch. Breathe into it. Bring your right palm on the inside of your leg. Drop your right shoulder, lift your left shoulder. Open your chest towards the sky. Open your heart and then come over. Breathe. Push that left hip back again. So you're getting a big stretch all the way up through the side. Breathe into it. Slowly come up. Release. Take your hands behind you again and stretch yourselves forward. Now, lengthen through the sides of the body. Bring your hands either to your feet or in front of you and draw yourselves forward. Breathe. If you want, you can take your block and turn it up and place your head on your block. You can turn it up high, you can turn it up this way. Whichever way feels good, just rest your head for a moment on your block. Breathe. Very, 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 very slowly bring yourself back up again. Wide angle. Take your knees, help them, bend them, bring your knees together. Just give yourself a hug here for a moment. Close the gate. Breathe. And then come back onto your hands and knees. Just stretch this spine from all that. Releasing it, bring your palms forward, drop your forehead, lift your two sit bones. So it's just releasing the lower back in case you're over tweaked. Stretch those arms, stretch. Keep the belly nice and firm, guys. Breathe. And then slowly come up. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale into cat and take it back. Regular down dog. It should feel so nice. Wide open, stretched. Walk your feet towards your hands and your hands towards your feet and hang in standing forward bend. You've got your legs nice and wide. Now I want you to shake your heads. Now squeeze your face. Squeeze. You don't want to leave your face out. Squeeze your face. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze some more. And then bubble. Now stretch your face. Open your mouth as wide as you can. Open your eyes as wide as you can. Stretch, stretch. Okay, bubble. Feel your face is much lighter. Take your palm, place it underneath your foot so that if you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Push your toes into your palm and other palm. So we're just going to stretch these palms. Straighten your arms. If you can straighten your legs, great. If not, doesn't matter. What we're getting is a good stretch of the palms. So put all your weight into your palms, especially your toes. Push it onto your wrists. Keep those arms locked, the elbows straight. Breathe. and then slowly release the palms. Draw yourself back into your down dog. Turn the one foot over and squish it. Release it. Turn the other foot over and squish it. Release it. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, push your heels away from you. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, push the heels away from you. Drop onto your knees and take regular child's pose. Stretch it out. So come up onto your knees. Just shake your hands a little bit. Good. Open and close. Okay, so coming into Virasana, we're going to stretch the front of the thigh again. Last big stretch of the quad. Bring your knees together. If this is not accessible to you, then bring a block underneath. Okay, pull the flesh out, sit. So this might be it for you. That's fine, as long as you're feeling the big stretch here. So we're going to do this in fish and then flat, whichever feels good for you. This might be it, you stay here. If you want, you can come down onto your elbows. Now when you do, curl your tailbone towards your knees, okay? Use your bandhas. Then you can come into fish. You can drop the crown of the head towards the floor or not. These are all suggestions, guys. This is a difficult pose, so just do whichever variation you can. Or you can flatten your back and you can bring your arms behind you and stretch. Whichever, okay? They're all intense poses. Just going to hold it for a few moments. Breathe. And then slowly, I'm going to release through fish. And slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Okay. Gently come onto your hands and knees. Straighten one leg, push it away so that you're releasing that knee. Other side. Okay, so Hanumanasana, or the splits. Let's try. We've definitely worked towards it. Okay, so what you can do to help yourself is first come onto your hands, your knee, and bring your right foot forward. Sink yourself down. Okay, have your blocks so that you can push into your blocks. Okay, then you're going to continue to let this back leg come away from you as much as you possibly can. Okay, so the deeper your back leg can come away from you, the more you're going to be able to straighten your front leg and stretch. As you can see, I can't do it. Doesn't mean I can't try and get all the benefits. Breathe. Breathe. If you're in splits or if you feel strong, you can lift your arms up into the sky. See how far down you can go. Hold it. It's a hell of a pose. And then slowly release. So it's a leap of faith. It's called Hanumanasana because Hanuman leapt over the Straits of Sri Lanka to save Sita from the demon. So it's a leap of faith, and it's a huge distance that he leaped. Okay, so first start, bring your left foot forward. First start with lengthening through the back thigh. Lengthening that back leg away from you as much as you possibly can. Really feeling that. And then you slowly work this, come onto the heel and work this front leg straight. Okay. Stretch. And then slowly release. Okay, release your blocks. And we take one more down dog just to be sure that everything is stretched out. Push back, stretch it out. Nice, guys. Okay, come to lie on your back. I'm not going to do this because I find it easier to sit and talk than talk on my back. So Lie on your back, and I want you to stretch your palms out the width of your shoulders, and I want you to stretch your legs out as wide as you possibly can. Okay? So we're going to do a Tai Chi breath. You inhale into your heart, and as you continue the inhale, you continue it down your arms into your palms. So open and close your palms for a moment so that you can feel the energy in your palms. You can even rub your palms together for a moment so you've got this awareness. Bring them back out, shoulders stretched, shoulder width, okay, stretch. Then from your heart, so you breathe into your heart, you breathe into your palms, you breathe down your torso, through your legs and into the soles of your feet and up to the crown of your head. So there's 5 points that you're breathing into. But the first breath comes into the heart, and then you expand the breath, the same inhale, through to your palms, your feet, the soles of your feet, and the crown of your head. When you exhale as if you're sucking the energy back up again. Soles of feet, up the torso, through the palms, through the crown of the head, and then out through the heart. So you're breathing in and out through the heart, and you're expanding in and out through the heart to the 5 points in your body. So feel this big, open the legs as wide as possible, open the palms as wide as possible. You're like a 5-pointed star. So take a long, slow, deep inhale into your heart and continue the inhale into your palms, the soles of your feet, and the crown of your head. Complete the inhale. Exhale from those 5 points through into your heart and out your heart. Pause, complete the exhale. Inhale again into your heart and spread it through to all 5 points. Pause. Exhale through 5 points back into your heart and out. Continue on your own. Pause after your inhale, pause after your exhale, and try to spread that energy through every single meridian in your body, to all your extremities, to the 5 points of you. Make the breath long, slow, deep, effortless. Ujjayi breath, gentle ujjayi through the nose, out through the nose. Feel your whole body expanded. Feel this wonderful sense of expansion through your whole being. Every part of you expanded. Every part of you enjoying the prana, the chi, flowing through your pranamaya kosha, the body of your breath, your chakras, your meridians, to the points. And in your palms and the soles of your feet, you have so many chakras. So really feeling like you're breathing into those as well as the crown of your head, which is the 1,000-petaled lotus. So you're breathing big, you're breathing long. Let's do at least 2 more of these big breaths. Feeling the sense of huge expansion. And then on your last exhale, just let yourself completely melt. Feel that you've breathed your body so big that it's just almost completely dissolving into the earth. And this feeling of complete release as energy flows effortlessly through you. Just let yourselves melt deeper and deeper into the space, the expansion. Feel the expansion of your being. Enjoy the feeling of being totally aware, expanded, energy flowing, prana flowing through you. Very, very, very slowly, you can rub the fingertips against the thumbs. You can wriggle the fingertips, wriggle the toes, and then bringing the legs and the arms together. Gently hug your knees, squeeze them to you. Take a moment to roll from side to side, just allowing your back to enjoy a little mini massage. Roll over onto your right sides into a fetal position. Cocoon here and feel this expansion. You want to take the sense of expansion into your day as you very, very slowly bring yourself to a seated position. Bring your hands into prayer at your hearts. Bow your heads to your hearts. Feel how open you feel how open your heart feels. And always from my heart to yours, thank you so much, sending you so much love. Namaste, everyone.